The deal, YouTube. It's your boy Big Will, back with another episode of Life After Prison. What's up, people? Welcome back. Yesterday's my birthday, so I wasn't here for the day, but welcome back, and let's get into it.
Happy
So I've had
birthday!
people ask me, do the COs, correctional officers, really bring contraband in for inmates? Or have I ever seen, or do I know of a CO that brings contraband in? And the answer is, of course, naturally, yes. Okay. Everybody's heard of COs that bring stuff in the packages. They get caught all the time. They meet inmates on the inside. A lot of them, what they'll do is they'll meet an inmate on the inside, get some information, and a lot of them, because they just can't live on what the government pays them. You know what I'm saying? It's good money. They get great benefits to be a correctional officer, you know, but the pay sucks. You know what I'm saying? Especially over here in Bristol County, Massachusetts. It's one of the lowest paying counties, especially in this state, for correctional officers. You know what I'm saying? The pay is just not there. You hear the COs, they complain all the time, you know, and a lot of them are forced to overtime. So, you know, at the end of the week, once taxes come, they get hit with a big, you know, tax. They tax them a lot. You know, a bunch of bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But bottom line, like anybody needs a second job, you know, it's just not worth it for some of them, you know what I mean? So a lot of them will get to know, you know, some inmates on the inside that sell drugs on the outside, or, you know, whatever they do, blah, blah, blah. And there'll be some COs that, they'll start picking up drugs and actually selling it on the outside, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them think because they're wearing a badge and because they're in law enforcement, you know, because over here when they work for the Bristol County Sheriff's Department, they're all sworn in as deputy sheriffs, you know what I'm saying? So once they get that role, they think that, oh, I'm a law enforcement officer, right? So nobody's gonna watch me, and they think they can sell drugs, or they can sell weed, you know, or they can do stupid shit like that, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of them that, a lot of COs cross the line. They think, you know, because they got a license to carry and shit like that, that they can walk around with their gun and use it to intimidate people. You'll see COs, you know, inside of a bar with their badge, with their gun, you know, showing off. And these are young kids, you know what I'm saying, that just get that taste of power, you know what I'm saying? The same thing goes for regular police officers, you know what I'm saying? Rookie police officers, you know, they get in the force for the first year and they get that taste of power, you know what I'm saying? And they feel untouchable, you know, and they got that badge and they got that gun and they feel untouchable, like nobody can touch them, right? Fact is, they're wrong, you know what I'm saying? They're just a fucking human being and they get caught, you know, and it's worse for them when they do it, you know, because they're held to a higher standard, you know, from the courts and stuff, okay? But these COs, they get into the routine that, you know, they get an inmate on the inside, and, you know, once they're making that bread on the outside, just like any drug deal, and once they get a piece of that money, they get a taste of it, they cannot deny it, you know what I'm saying? And they all tell you one time they start off bringing cigarettes, you know, and they, you know, geez, I got $100 to bring in a pack of cigarettes or 2 packs of cigarettes. and they'll smuggle it in, you know what I mean? Or guys, they start working on these COs with, like I said, not illegal shit. Like, they'll start working on them with grinders, you know what I'm saying? Bring me off a grinder from off the streets, you know what I mean? You know, and you work with the CO, and they, you know, a lot of them is if I'm a worker for you, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're a high name drug dealer on the street that you know, that you made the papers and shit like that you were known, you know what I'm saying? COs get to hearing about who you are and shit like that, and you know, once you get on the inside, they get offered that money, and it's just too good, you know what I'm saying? And then when you get into the kingpin drug dealers, you know, when they're offering these guys 10 grand, 20 grand to make a run, bring a package here, and a lot of the guys can't say no. The money's just too good, you know what I'm saying? You get, like I said, a young correctional officer driving around with a brand new car, you know, because he's bringing packages back and forth to people, you know what I'm saying? So you don't meet a girl on the inside, and like I said, I was a drug dealer on the outside, so I know personally, you know what I mean? When I went in, I still had people on the outside that were doing things for me, and so I would make a call, and I would make a call and be like, meet this kid's girl. She's gonna pick some shit up from you. All you gotta do is give it to her. Well, she would meet up with a CO, and you know, we would know what day he's working, what day he's coming in, and next thing you know, they'd have a shift change, 3 p.m. We get locked down for shift change, and when the second shift officers come on, when the second shift officers come on, they do a lockdown count, okay? So right before shift change, you get locked down, okay? And they'll do a count. Make sure everybody's in their cell and everybody's accounted for. So for that half hour while they're doing lockdown from like 2:45 to 3:15, 3:30 sometimes 3:45, you get that hour where everybody's locked in their cell, okay? Second shift comes on, they do a count, okay? They make sure everybody's there, blah blah blah. Who's at call? Who's inside the unit? Who's a worker in the route? Everything gets counted and da da da, right? Well, we'd be sitting in our cell on lockdown, and we know when a certain CO was on, what day it was coming in, and next thing you know, there'd be, while he's doing his lockdown count, he'd come around and looking through the window, and you'd get a envelope cracked, slide through the crack, and or he'd drop an envelope on the ground and go underneath your door like it was a piece of mail, like it was a piece of legal mail or something, and the CO was just dropping off the mail, and you'd sit there and you open up your package and you go to work, and next thing you know, you start doing the shit, passing it out, selling it, whatever, but you get to working with certain COs and they do that shit, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of them that'll take pride, oh no, not me, I'm a CO, and like I said, you work on them with non-illegal shit, you know what I'm saying? So you fuck with them, like, come on, bring me a sandwich, hey, bring me a sandwich, a lot of dudes will do it. So this way, when you're asking for shit, you start working them, this way when you're asking them for shit, they can't hit you with a charge, he's trying to bribe me to bring in drugs and blah blah blah. So you hit him with a sandwich, light shit. Bring him some cigarettes, things that are not illegal. This way, if he does it, now you got him in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Now he has to continue working for you. You know what I mean? Because you got dirt on him. Motherfuckers out here with their bikes. But now he's in your pocket, okay? So, once you get him in your pocket, it's easy. You know what I mean? Once you get him to bring that first sandwich and they drop you a couple of cigarettes. You know, then you start hitting them with, listen, bring a cell phone, bring me a cell phone, you know, or bring me, you know, drugs, or bring me some pills and shit like that. And, you know, a lot of COs be like, whoa, wait a minute, but after you already have them with that first package, you know, the grinder or the, you know, the cigarettes that are not illegal, they're not drugs, you know, now it's like, listen, you know, this is what I want when I'm going to the captain. You know what I'm saying? I'll get in touch with the major. You know, and that's your job. So a lot of them now, they're in their pocket, and they start. You know, hey, listen. You know, you was only getting $100 for the cigarettes. You know, listen, just bring me this package, and you know, when the girl meets you, she's gonna give you $1,000. You know what I'm saying? And now the dude's sitting there, and he's starting to make an extra $2,000-$3,000 a week. They love it. They can't say no to it, you know. And these guys are all over it. And people think, oh no, the God's not going to flip. But the fact of the matter is that they are human beings. They are you. They are me. They're ordinary people that they get into that kind of job for reasons that we all know. You know, people become cops and they try it on the streets with their guns and, you know, the tough guy attitude. Oh, I'm a police officer now. Why? Because you was, and not all of them, you know, but they get picked on in school and, you know, they got bullied, so they become police officers to get revenge on people, and they become law enforcement to get that power over people, you know. We'd have these COs that come in and they'd be like kids, you know what I mean? And you look at them and you look at them like, you know, and they'll tell you, you know, lock in your cell, and they talk to you with this tough guy attitude, and it's like, listen, dude, you know what I'm saying? I got kids older than you. Who do you think you're talking to like that? You know what I'm saying? Just because you got that badge on, it doesn't make you invincible. I'll still break your shit. You know what I'm saying? And you always get the tough guy COs. Oh, yeah, I'll lock in with you. You know what I mean? So it's like, listen, put your radio down, leave your radio at the door, and step inside. You know what I'm saying? Let's pull a head up, man. You know, head-to-head fade. You wanna take it? You win. That's it. You know, you win. But if I win, you ain't hitting the button and have them come in. There's no locking us down. You know what I'm saying? And there are some cops that will, some COs that actually will give you a head up, you know what I'm saying? And you get the young ones that are out there, 22 years old, that are working out, you know what I mean? They come in all jacked, and they think they're, you know, tough guy shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, look at this 40-year-old man's not gonna bust my shit, or this 50-year-old guy, you know what I mean? And they don't know that we're convicts, you know what I'm saying? We live a certain way, you know what I'm saying? Like, we watch everything, our surroundings. We always, you know, we could be looking at you, but we learn to use our peripheral vision very well. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm looking at you, but I'm seeing what's going on the side of me. You know what I'm saying? And it ends up working for us out in regular life good too. You know what I'm saying? But like in jail, you watch everything. So these COs don't know. They think that, you know, they're being sneaky and shit, and you catch their every move. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I know many COs, and I give them credit for dropping that radio at the door and coming in, you know. But there are some of them that think that, you know, they're going to come in your cell and talk to you like, you know, like this total disrespect, you know what I'm saying, because they got a badge on and shit like that, you know what I mean? And it don't work like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people that are lifers, they're never going home, you know what I'm saying? So if they bust the CO's face, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Get some time in a hole? They've probably done it already, you know what I'm saying? I'll give an 8 out of 10 of us inmates. We all go to the hole at some point, you know what I'm saying? When you first go into jail, you're all frustrated and tense, and you're pissed, you know what I'm saying? And every little thing aggravates, you know what I'm saying? So you're quick to pop off and, you know, for your first year anyways, at least, most people, you know, you're in and out of the box, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes once you get down in the box, you don't leave too fast, you know what I'm saying? Because you get down there and you get the kick in your door, and you know the COs don't want to fuck with you, don't want to come when you call them or shit, or you know they give you bullshit trays, and you'll throw back out the little pot, you know, the little food pot or a handcuff pot. They serve you tray on it, and you look at it like, what the fuck, and you disrespect, you throw it back out, or you make a fucking piss bomb, you know what I mean, piss bomb or shit bomb, you know, and once you're done drinking your milk, you fill it with piss, or, dudes will take, they'll take their own shit, and then you put it at the bottom of the door, you know what I'm saying, and when there's a certain CO that keeps fucking with you, once he comes by for his count, you shit bag him, or you piss bag him, you know what I'm saying, and you just fucking step on that milk cart, and it squirts all over. It's all over the fucking walls, and it goes all over the CO, and, he's got to go down, and he's got to have bio clean, bio has to come in and clean the walls and the cell, and, he's got to go through bio, and he's got to go and get a tetanus shot in case someone has hepatitis and shit like that, you know what I mean? But some of the things that people do, but there's, when they get that badge, they think they take the authority too much, you know what I'm saying? In jail, it's much easier to react than out here on a police officer. Out here on a police officer, they're gonna tase you right away. The most they're gonna do in jail is they're gonna mace you, or they're gonna, they'll hit you with their baton stick or shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But unless you're trying to escape, they're not gonna shoot, If they do shoot, it's the rubber balls, you know what I mean? Shit like that. Usually they're non-fatal, you know what I'm saying? Unless they could kill you. You could get hit with one of them rubber dots, and the thing hits you in the temple or the head, you know what I mean? It could kill you, you know what I'm saying? But 9 out of 10, they'll hit you in your shoulder, to knock you off guard, or hit you in the leg and take you off your feet, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. But usually when they come to your cell and you're flooding out, or you're covering your window, they don't want you covering your window. You cover the window, they'll come in, and then they'll open your port, your food port, and you cover it up with a t-shirt and shit when you want to act up, when you're frustrated, you know what I'm saying? And then they'll call a team in, and they'll send some mace in, so you're coughing and choking, but these are all things that we learn, you know what I'm saying? We just tie a t-shirt across our face and put some water on it, you know what I mean? Wet it with water, so when the gas is coming through it, it stops the burning a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And you do it with your eyes, and you rub your body down with baby oil, or if you can get Vaseline, but usually oil or lotion, you rub your whole body down. This way when the team comes, they can't grab you, you know what I'm saying? They're having trouble grabbing you, and you're slippery. This way when you're fighting with them, you get a little advantage, because they're coming in 6 deep, you know what I'm saying? You got 4 guys, one guy with a shield, the next guy with a baton, guy right behind him with another baton, the other guy with a camera, and the captain's watching with, or the captain's watching with the camera, while you got 4 or 5 guys coming in, and they're trying to, tie you up, hog sack you, know what I'm saying? So best thing to do is you strip down bare ass, and you rub that lotion on you. Other dudes they rub shit all over their own body, you know what I'm saying? Because the CO doesn't want to come in and grab that, you know what I'm saying? They'll come in and rub, or some guys will cut themselves and rub blood all over themselves, you know what I'm saying? COs, they don't want to tussle with that shit, you know what I'm saying? But you get the dudes that, not me, I got a weak stomach, like, ugh, to rub shit on your face, oh my god, I couldn't handle the smell, or I'd puke, oh my god, that's so disgusting. But there's dudes that shit and wipe it all over the walls in the cell, and they would rub it all over themselves, and they're acting up, and this way when the fucking COs come, you got shit all over, and you jump up on the bed, and, CO doesn't want to come in and tackle you because now you got shit all over you, you know? It's fucked up, the shit that goes on in jail. If you ain't never been there, then you don't know about it, you know? But when you're there and it's your first time going, and you see shit like that happen, you're like, what the fuck is really going on here? You know what I mean? But it's crazy. And you see the guy get carried out, hog-tied, he's handcuffed with his feet handcuffed, and his hands and his feet handcuffed together, and they're carrying him out, and he's bare ass with shit all over him. It's, oh, what a sight. It's funny as a bastard, right? But it's crazy. But yeah, these COs, they cannot resist the money, you know, because they don't get paid enough. Like I said, especially here in Bristol County, Massachusetts. The COs down here in Bristol County are the lowest paid COs in the state. You know what I'm saying? And they get the same inmates that, you know, murders, rapists, fucking child molesters, fucking gangbangers, thieves, you name it, you know, whatever you're there for. Motor vehicle charges, motor vehicle, you know, vehicular homicide, you name it, they see them all, you know, and they're the lowest paid, and they got to deal with it. So, you know, when they come in with that badge and stuff, they figure, oh, I'm gonna be a tough guy with my mouth, and they try and act up, you know what I mean? So just a little you know, just for knowledge there. COs do bring contraband in, and they will work with you, you know. It's just, it's in their system, you know, to do it. But that being said, it's Big Will. Like, subscribe, and comment. Hit that bell, hit the notification. I appreciate it if you subscribe. If you've been here before, if you've been here, thank you. If you're new to the channel, hit that button. Why don't you leave a comment, let me know if you like the content. It helps. And hope to see you on the next one. Peace.